we will cover chapter 6, which is education and training for safety, health, and environment management. Okay, so today we will cover about the training that we can conduct. Okay, so how we can how what kind of training we should have, okay, to educate our employee regarding safety, health, and environmental protection. Okay, and then what you as the management should do, okay, to ensure that everyone gets adequate information regarding safety, health, and environmental protection. Okay, so this is what we cover in chapter 6. Okay, all right. So at the end of this session, okay, we will understand what is the training and development for safety, health, and environmental protection. Okay, what the type of training, okay, advantages and evaluation of the training. Okay, and then role and purpose of the media. Okay, and then WTO, safety, health, and environment concern, and then lastly is what kind of environmental issue that we will that usually will rise, okay, when we give the training. Okay, okay, okay. So first of all, we have to understand what is training and development. So what is training and what is development? Okay, so uh, the meaning of training is to enhance the capability of an employee to perform his or her current job. Okay, so training means that we want to give we want to give information and also experience, okay, to our employees, so that he or she can improve, okay, improve his or her capabilities to do the job. Okay, so that is training. Okay, so training must be focused on the current job that your employee doing. Okay, usually the training give to the employee, okay, they will be focused on the current job that the employee is doing. Okay, for example, for a bank teller, training program to correctly identify counterfeit currency. Okay, so for a bank teller, okay, for example, you are working as in the bank. Okay, you are working on the front desk. Okay, so for your daily activities, okay, you have to deal with lot of money. Okay, so sometimes the client of the bank, they use counterfeit money to deceive the bank. Okay, so it is important for you to be able to recognize. Okay? It is important for you to be able to recognize which one is genuine money, which one is counterfeit money. Okay, so your employer must give you training. Okay, must give you training to correctly identify counterfeit currency. So this is one of the training that can be given by the bank management to their employee. Okay, and then the bank also can give training program in bank new computer system used by teller to process customer transaction. Okay, so maybe the bank. Okay, so nowadays because we involve lots of digital work, right? Sorry guys. Okay, because nowadays many work already been digitalized. Okay, so we deal with lot of digital information. So we have to give training to the employees, so that they understand how to use the digital platform effectively, so that they can do their work more effectively and also maybe more quickly. Okay, so you need, okay, as a management, you have to give a training program on that. Okay, training need. Okay, so here, okay, so this figure show you what will happen in the training. Okay, so this is where, this is the level of your current employee. Okay, and this is the level of your employee when you are giving them, training. Okay, so you give the training to the employee so that they can improve. Okay, so they can enhance themselves. Okay, so they this is what this is, we call it as a uh, knowledge test. Okay, so this is a test. The stairs represent the increase in knowledge level. Okay, so this is the level. Okay, this is the knowledge level for your employee currently. Okay, and then what, after you give the training, you can see that their knowledge level will increase. Okay, all right. So when you give the training, you improve the skill of your employee. Okay, you also improve the knowledge of your employee, and then at the same time you also improve their behavior. Okay, because the behavior of educated person and uneducated person is different. Okay, so when you improve or when you upgrade your knowledge, actually you also improving yourself. Okay, so now you are more knowledgeable, you have more know okay, you are become more knowledgeable, so you become more wiser. Okay, so your behavior also will start to change. Okay, so you will not behave like a kid anymore. Okay, because kid, they don't know anything that happened in the world, right? So when you improve your knowledge, okay, your behavior also will change. Okay, so this is what will happen when you give training, okay, to improve your employee. Okay, and then you can see, okay, and you can see also the performance gap. Okay, so when you give the training, so you improve the skill of your employee, you improve their knowledge, and then indirectly also will improve their behavior. You can see that there is a performance gap between untrained untrained employee and trained employee. Okay, all right. So this is the the goal of training. Why we need to give training to the employee. Ambil biskut lagi. Okay. So this is the reason why we need to give training to the okay. All right. And then we have to remember that training need assessment. Okay. So when we give training to the employee, okay, the employee must give their own feedback. Okay, they have to give their feedback on the training. Is the training effective to them? Okay, what needs to be improved for the next training? Okay, their suggestion on what kind of suitable training for them. So you need to get assessment from your employee, or from the trainee after you done the training. Okay, so why do a training needs assessment? Okay, a TNA provide information on the training and skill development requirement of all members of your network. It is one of the key steps in preparing a training plan, and will provide you with information on which to base your network training plan. It enables you to first identify the gap between current and required level of knowledge, skill, and attitude. Okay, so we need the assessment from the trainee, because we want to know, okay, is the training effective to them or not? Okay, and then we can plan what kind of training we can provide to the trainee in the future. Okay, so we need to get assessment on the training, because we want to make plan on the future training. Okay, so from the assessment we can identify the gap between current and required level of knowledge, skill, and attitude. Okay, so when you get feedback from your employee regarding the training, then you can see how well they understand the training. Okay, because during the training you give them information, right? Okay, so some people they can perceive more information compared to others. Okay, so when you do assessment, you 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 want to see, is it is the training provide adequate, okay, uh is the training provide enough information to your employee or not. Okay, so you must have your minimum standard. Okay, so this is, okay, so when you do the training, you must set the minimum standard. Okay, so this is the level that my employee must reach after the training. Okay, so to know that, to know either your employee reach the level or not, then you do the assessment. Okay, from the assessment, from the feedback, you can see, okay, either your employee get the knowledge or not. Okay, get the minimum knowledge or not. Okay, so we want to know. So we do the assessment because we want to know, okay, either the deliverability of the information is enough or not, is effective or not. Okay, because we want to know the knowledge that we want to transfer to your employee, they receive it or not. Okay, that is the first reason. Okay, and then number two, identify what general content of training should be. Okay, so you want to make plan what kind of training you want to provide to your employee, because after you do the assessment, then you know what is the current level of knowledge, okay, that your employee gain from the training. Then you can make plan, okay, what is the level of next training for your employee. Okay, and then number three, from of foundation for a training plan. Okay, so based on the assessment, then you can make plan for your employees training. Okay, and then number four, provide a baseline for evaluation of a training plan. Okay, so after you then from the assessment, you can also put a level. Okay, you can put a level, where is the current level of your employee after the training, so that for the next training, where is the minimum level your employee must reach after the next training. Okay, and then number five, ensure that appropriate and relevant training is delivered. Okay, and then maximize use. Okay, and then lastly, maximize use of scarce resources. Okay, because you have to remember, when you do a training, it will involve with lot of resources, your money, your time, your energy. You have to hire the trainer. Okay. Sorry. Okay, you have to provide the venue for the training, and then your employee also cannot do their own work, okay, because now they have to attend the training. Okay, so it will damage it will affect your it will affect your what you call it, your profit. Okay, so we want, okay, so to ensure that because because you need to spend a lot of resources to conduct a training. So you want to ensure that the training is as successful as possible. Okay, you want to make sure that your training is successfully able to benefit your employee. Okay, so that's why you do the assessment to check either the training reach their objective or not. Okay. Okay. Must analyze as much information as possible about the following. Okay. So to do the assessment, we must analyze, okay, this as much information as possible, including, okay, number one, organization and its goal and objective. Okay, so to do the assessment, we have to tally the assessment to the to your organization goal and objective. Okay, so the assessment must tally with your own organization goal and objective. Okay, so means that different organization okay, will have different assessment based on their objective and goal. Okay, and then job and related tasks that need to be learned. Okay, so the assessment also must tally to to your employee's role. Okay, means that for HR is different assessment. For front desk employee, the assessment is different. Okay, for customer service, the assessment is different. So you must tally the assessment based on their job and their tasks. Okay, and then number three, based on competency and skill they are need to perform the job. Okay, so you must tally the assessment based on their competency. Okay, based on their level. Okay, for lower level employee, the assessment is like this. Okay, and then for the middle, for junior or for junior executive, the assessment is different. For senior executive, the assessment is different. Okay, based on their level and their skills. Okay, so different level will have different competency and skill. Okay, so you have to tally the assessment based on their level. Okay, and then lastly, individual who are to be trained. Okay, so you also must tally the assessment based on the individual. Okay, but this one is rarely done, okay, by the organization. Because why? Because it is cumbersome to do it. Okay, so most of the time they will only tally based on the level of the employees. Okay, they will not tally the assessment based the employee as individual itself. Okay, right. So that is assessment for training. Okay. So why we need to do the training? So what is the reason we need training? Okay. So here, okay, they stated here they have four reasons. Okay. So for the first reason is having the knowledge and right skill to be able to do the work effectively and competently. Okay. So the employer or the management provide training to their employee, okay, because they want to ensure that the employee can do their work effectively and competently. Okay, so they want to improve the competency of the employee. Okay, so when we give the training, okay, they expect that after the training is completed, the employee can do their job more competently and more effectively. Okay, that is the first reason why they do the training. Okay, and then the second one, training may be needed when there is a gap between the desired performance and the current performance. And the reason for that gap is lack of skill or knowledge. Okay, so the second reason why training is needed because the employer sees that the current employee, okay, cannot perform as expected because they don't have enough skill or enough knowledge. Okay, so when they find out that the employee didn't perform because they have lack of skill or lack of information, then they need to give training to the employee so that they can perform on their desired level. Okay, so the second reason is because they want their employee to perform at their desired level. Okay, and then number three, training may not only be able to resolve part of the problem. Okay, sorry, training may only be able to resolve part of the problem. Thus, we need to analyze the problem and find out whether training will be able to resolve it. Okay, so the next reason why we need training because training can solve part of the problem that happen in the organization. Okay, because many problem that happen in the organization, for example, uh, employees performance is not on par with what the management need, for example, or maybe there is some drop in customer numbers, for example. Okay, so all this kind of problem, okay, most of the time is related to the skill of your employees. Okay, maybe your employee don't have skill to convince the customer to come and buy from you. Okay, your customer, okay, your employee, okay, they don't have enough, okay, they don't have enough interpersonal skill, okay, to approach your customer. Okay, so in this kind of problem, we can provide training to the employee to improve their skill. Okay, so that they can improve their performance. Okay, so this is some of the problem that happen. Okay, so another problem that happen in the organization, we have, okay, that cannot be solved by the training, then they have to solve it by other method. Okay, so the third reason why we need training is because training can solve some of the problem that happen in the organization. Okay, all right. And then the last reason why we need training is because if training is necessary, we also need to define the objective of the training and how it will help the members to become more effective. Okay, so why we need training? Because we want to improve the effectiveness of the employee. So we have to design the training so that it can achieve the goal that we want to achieve. Okay, so this is the reason why we need training. Okay, okay, so when we talk about training, we always talk about competence. Okay, because the training is provided because we want to improve the competency of our employee. Okay, so after we done the training, after we get assessment from the employee regarding the training, then we can do what we call as competency analysis. Okay, we want to check, okay, our employee. Okay, after the training, did they improve their did they able to improve their performance. Okay, so we do testing, what we call as competency analysis. Okay, so this is the one of the technique we can use to evaluate the performance of our employees. Okay, so what is competency? Okay, so when we do the competency analysis, we have to understand what is competency. So competency is enduring characteristic of a person that result in superior on the job performance. Okay, areas of personal capability that enable employees to successfully perform their job by achieving outcome or successfully performing tasks. Okay. So what is competency? Okay, in the easiest term is the ability of your employee to perform their job. Okay, to do their job. Okay, the ability of your employee to do their job. Okay, and achieve the goal from the job. Okay, so it's not enough. Okay, if your employee only able to complete the job. Okay, the completed job must also achieve the goal why the job is performed. Okay, so this is what you call as competency. Okay, the ability of you, okay, your ability to achieve the goal from the job. Okay, all right, so this is what we call as competency analysis. Okay. All right. So once the need assessment is completed and training objective are clearly identified, the design phase of the training and development process is initiated. Okay. So after you get all this information after you do, okay, after you get assessment from your employees, okay, and then you do the competency analysis to see their level, okay, then you can design what kind of training you can provide to your employees. Okay, so in the designing phase, okay, in the design phase of training and development process, okay, the first step is to select internal or external person or resources to design and develop the training. Okay, so it is the management job to choose which one should in charge of designing the training. Okay, designing the training for the employee. Okay, and then number two, select and design the program content. Okay, and then after you identify who will design the training, then you you appoint them to design the training, the content of the training. Okay, and then select the technique used to facilitate learning. Either it is lectures, role playing, simulation, and etc. Okay, so after you know what kind of training you want to provide, what kind of content, okay, the content of the training, then you decide what kind of how you want to deliver the training. Either it is through lecture, okay, maybe you do some role play, means that you involve your employee, okay, you run a simulated situation, okay, that is role play, okay, and then maybe you do some simulation and or etc. Okay, so you select what kind of technique you use to deliver the training, okay, and then number 4, select the appropriate setting. Okay, either it is on the job training, or it is classroom training, or etc. Means that you choose the venue. Okay, either it is on the job, means that on the desk of your employee. Okay, so you give on job training. Okay, that's so called what you call as on the job training. Okay, and then or maybe you call them to go to the classroom, means that you do some lecture, or you provide a venue to do the training, or etc. Okay, and then lastly, select the material to be used. Either it is workbook, video, or etc. Okay, so you also must choose what kind of material you want to use to deliver the training. And then you can use the workbook, I okay, or you can also use the videos or etc. Okay, so that is about designing the training. Okay, and then what is the advantage of training? Why we do the training? Okay, so what is the advantage of training compared to other method? Okay, first is increase productivity. Okay, so when you conduct the training, you will improve the skill and the knowledge of your employee, so you can improve their productivity. So once they have a new skill or new knowledge to do the job, then you can see that their productivity will increase. Okay, and then training also can reduce accident. Okay, when you do, okay, what we cover in this topic, okay, we will do we will cover about the training in safety, health, and environmental protection in the workplace. Okay, so if you provide HSE training to your employee, then you can reduce accident from happening in your workplace. Okay, and then you can reduce supervision, because now your employee know what they should do, what they should not do. Then now they are aware what is their limitation, so you can reduce the supervision act to, okay, because they instead, okay, you don't have to supervise them, uh very thorough anymore, because now they already know what they should do in their job. Okay, and then heighten moral. Okay, so when you provide training, okay, sometimes it can also improve the moral of your employee, because now you are they can see that their employer is care about their well-being, because you provide training. When you provide training, they become more competent. When they become more competent, they can improve their performance. Okay, then from when they increase their performance, okay, maybe their salary will go up. Okay, maybe they will get better bonus. Okay, they will okay, you can offer more to them. Okay, so it will improve their moral. Okay, so when you provide training to your employee, okay, it will improve the moral of your employee. Okay, because you are upgrading them. Okay, you are upgrading them. Okay, right. So these are the advantage of training. Okay, so type of training. So there are several type of training. First is on the job training. Okay. On the job training refers to new or inexperienced employee learning through observing peer or managers performing the job and trying to imitate their behavior. Okay. So this is one of the type of training. Okay, on the job training. On the job training means that you provide training to the new staff, okay, on the job itself. Okay, so that is on the job training. Okay, means that, for example, you are working in sales. Okay, you are working in the sale. Okay, so when you come to the sales department, he may be one of the employee or the manager, the sales manager. They will show you how to do the sales, how to do the sales. Okay, so this is what we call as on the job training. Okay, you watch, you see how the experienced employees do the job. Okay, and then you will apply the same method for your to your job. Okay, so this is what we call as on the job training. Okay, so on the job training, it can done through either coaching. Okay, you provide a coach. Okay, and then or you can also provide mentor. Is that you appoint one of the experienced employees to show the new employees how to do the job. Okay, and then the third one is job rotation. Okay, you rotate the job. Okay, and then number 4, job instruction technique. Okay, so these are some of the technique you can use on the when you provide on the job training. Okay, and then the second type is off the job training. Okay, off the job training means that you provide the training outside their job. For example, you call, okay, you provide a training to your employee. You call them to maybe to go to a seminar, okay, or you go to a workshop. Okay, means that the training is separated from their job environment. Okay, you are not doing the training on their desk. Okay, so this is what we call as off the job training. Okay, so for the off the job training, the trainee is separated from the job environment. Okay, like I said before. So we separate. Okay, we are not doing the training on their desk. Okay, so take place at training agency or local college training center. Okay, so it can be happen maybe you hire training agency, or maybe you go to a local college training center, or maybe you either venue lah. Okay, you or you provide other venues to run the training. Okay, and then usually for off the job training, you will provide study materials to the trainee. Okay, and then for off the job training, the trainee will fully concentrate on learning rather than performing. Okay, so when you provide off the job training, okay, the trainee, okay, or your employee that joined the training, they will focus on learning. Okay, they will focus on learning. Okay, rather than performing the training. Okay, so they will sit down, they will listen, maybe they will do some role playing. Okay, so but their purpose when you do off the job training is to learn as much as possible. Okay, and then for the off the job training, usually the trainee will have freedom of expression. Okay, they will have freedom to express their feeling, their knowledge, their acceptance or rejection. Okay, all right. So there are several method. Okay, for the off the job training. Okay, so off the job training can be either vestibule training, management game, role play, films, lecture method. Okay, or outbound training. So this is some of the method when we do off the job training. So off the job training, okay, either you do the lectures. Okay, you can also do some role playing. Okay, and also, okay, you can also give training on the film. Okay, you show the videos. Okay, how to do the job. Okay, so that is also part of there is also method on for the of the job training. Okay, all right. So what is vestibule training? Okay, so vestibule training is actual work conditions are simulated, material, file, and equipment are used, duration from a few days to a few weeks. Theory can be related to practice at workplace. Okay, so vestibule training means that you do a simulation. Okay, Okay, you are simulating the actual work. Okay, so this is more it's like a role playing. Okay, means that when you come to the training, okay, the trainer will give you the exact situation that will happen in your workplace. Okay, all right. So you have to okay, and then they will explain to you how to deal this kind of situation, how to deal this kind of situation like that. Okay, and then they also will provide the material. Okay, the material, file, equipment are used. Okay, so in vestibule training, usually they will provide the materials to the training. Okay, and then the vestibule training can be from a few days to a few weeks. Okay, and then the theory or the knowledge that you get from the vestibule training can be related to practice at workplace. Okay, so the knowledge that you get from the vestibule training, you can directly use it in your workplace. Okay, so that is vestibule training. Okay. Alright, okay. Next is evaluating. So evaluating, the reason for evaluating is to determine the effectiveness of a training program. So after you done the training, you have to evaluate. You have to make assessment to the training. You want to see either the program is effective or not. Okay. So what is the reason for evaluating? We want to justify the existence of a training department by showing how it contributes to the organization objective and goal. Okay, so the reason why we do evaluating because we want to justify. Okay, the one that designed the training. Okay, is okay. We want okay the we do the evaluation because we want to show that the one who designed the training. Okay, the okay, the one who designed the training, okay, their training is contributing to the objective and goal of the organization. Okay, so that is the first reason. Okay, to show that the training designed by the training design, okay, will contribute, okay, will contribute to the goal and objective of the organization. Okay. Number two, to decide whether to continue or discontinue training program. Okay. Alright. So the reason for evaluating because we want to decide either the training is effective or not, and then is it suitable to continue training or we just stop the training. Okay, and then number three, to gain information on how to improve future training program. Okay, so you also do the evaluation because you want to collect data, how we can improve our future training, so that in the future we can provide we can impart better knowledge and better skill to the training. Okay. All right. So what is the purpose and use of evaluation? Okay, so the purpose and use of evaluation is to make decision about improvement to be made in the training program itself. Okay, so the purpose of evaluation is to the use of evaluation is to assist in assist in provide information on how to improve the training program. Okay, that is the first use of evaluation. And then the second one, making decision about the value of the training program in terms of whether to continue to conduct the program. Okay, first is how to the first reason the first use of evaluation is to provide information on how to improve the training. Okay, and then the second one is to provide information either to continue or discontinue the training program. Okay. All right. Concept for training. Okay, training enables the employees to get acquainted with job. Okay, and also increase their aptitude and skill and knowledge to make newly recruited employee fully productive in the minimum of time. Okay, so training can improve can improve the productivity of new employees in the minimum of time. Okay, even the old worker, it is necessary to refresh them and to enable them to keep up with new method and technique as well as new machine and equipment for doing the work. Okay, thus training is not a one-step process, but it is a continuous or never-ending process because it increase the knowledge and skill of new employee in performing their job and serve as a refresher course to the old employee. Okay, so the training itself, the concept of training, okay, the training itself will not only beneficial to the new employee where you have to improve their skill. Okay, the training also can provide a platform for you to refresh the knowledge of your skilled employees so that they are reminded what is the knowledge. Okay, so because we have to understand that as a human being, we always forgetful. Okay, we are a forgetful. Being. Okay, we always forget. Okay, for those things that are not really related to us. Okay, usually we will forget it. Okay, unless the thing is very important, then we will we will remember. Okay, so we can use the training to remind our skilled employees, okay, on how to do the job, how to do the job safely, how to improve their productivity, and etc. Okay? So the training also can be used as a refresher program for those skill for your skill employees, so that they will be reminded, okay, what is the about the skill that they already have. Okay. So importance of training: respond to technology changes affecting job requirement, respond to organization restructuring, adapt to increase diversity of the workforce, support career development, fulfill employee need for growth, serve as effective source of recruitment. Okay, and then it is an investment in HR with a promise of better return in the future. So this is the reason why training is important. Okay, so training. Okay, and then role of multimedia, role of media. Okay, role of media uh, in promoting health, safety, and environmental protection. Okay. Alright, so type of media. Okay, so there are several types. Okay, so there are several type of media. Okay, that is circulated in our society. First is the printed media. Okay, our newspaper, our magazine, our textbook, our workbook, and etc. Okay, so any printed media. Okay, and then we have electronic media. Okay, electronic media means that news online. Okay, or maybe article online, or maybe magazine online or newspaper online. Okay, or maybe videos. Okay, or maybe what else? Okay, so many electronic media. Okay, that's circulated in our society. Okay, and then lastly is social media. Okay, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, so many social media. So these are the three type of media that we have in our society. Okay, so what is the purpose of media? Okay, so the purpose of media is for awareness. Okay, so the three main objective of media are: first is awareness. You want to give awareness to the society. Okay, and then the second one is entertainment, to give entertainment, and then lastly is to advertise. Okay, so these are the three main objective. Either it is to impart knowledge either it is to impart knowledge to the society, or to provide entertainment, okay, for fun. Okay, and then lastly for advertisement, to advertise your product or advertise courses and etc. Okay, to attract people. Okay, so these are the three main reason. Okay, okay, so these are the three main goal. Okay, why media is circulating in our society. Okay. Alright, so there are some duty and responsibility of media. Okay, so a good media should be truthful, fair, and objective. Okay, and then it should follow agreed code of ethic and professional conduct. Okay, and then it should represent the public and should speak for them. Okay, so these are the responsibility of media. Okay, so a media must be true. Okay, must have ethics. Okay, and then must represent the public. Okay. Okay, so guys, let's take a short break. I think now is 11:03. So let's take a 3-minute break. So we will continue back on 11:15. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Listen. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is about okay, so we already learned about the training and also media. So media, okay, is used to can be used to disseminate. Okay, we can use the media to promote the promote health safety and environmental protection. Okay, so there are many. Okay, if you look especially in the electronic media nowadays, okay, there are so many articles or so many videos, okay, that uh, related to health safety and environmental protection. Okay, so there are so many articles. Okay, all right. So next we want to know. Okay, so so next the next one we want to know the level of WTO regarding safety, health and environment. Okay, so what is WTO? WTO is means that World Trade Organization. Okay, so WTO is the one who controls the trade. Okay, the one who control the global sorry, it is a body that controls and that governs the trade, okay, on the global scale. Okay, so this is the body that control trade between countries. Okay, so they set their regulation, they set the tariff and etc. So this is what we call as, okay, this is what we call as World Trade Organization. Okay, so what is the relation between World Trade Organization and safety, health and environment? Sorry. All right. So other than managing the trade between countries, okay, WTO also their purpose is to control, to monitor, yes, monitor, to monitor the employee strike. Okay, so this is one of the global bodies that that is set up to monitor the Workers Act. Okay, so WTO is one of the bodies that control the Workers Act. So they also concern about uh concern about uh the the not the likelihood, the concern about the well-being of the employees. Okay, they also are monitoring the global the multinational company. They are also the one they are also the body that monitors the multinational company. Okay, so they set the rules for multinational companies, what they can do, what they cannot do. Okay, or how they can protect and then how they can protect the rights of the workers and etc. So this is the role of the WTO. Okay, so what is the relevance of the World Trade Organization regarding health safety and environment? Okay, so this is we can see. Okay, this thing we can see based on, okay, in their objective. Okay, so what is the WTO objective that relates to safety, health and environment? Okay, the first one is raising standard of living. So this is one of the WTO objective, which is raising standard of living. Okay, so when we want to raise the standard of living for everyone, okay, so most of the people in the world, they are workers. Okay, most of them. More than 50% of the population in the world is working for somebody else. Okay, so to improve standard of living for everyone in the world, okay, it means that you have to improve the state of living of the employees. Okay, so to improve the state of living for the employees, okay, you can give you can ensure that everyone working in the safe condition, everyone working is a healthy condition, the remuneration is enough for their standard of living, okay, and etc. Okay, so this is the first objective of WTO related to health, safety, and environment. Okay, which is to improve standard of living. Okay, for the workers. Okay, and then ensuring full employment, and then ensuring growth of real income and demand, and then expanding production and trade, sustainable development, and lastly protection of environment. So these are the objective of the BTO that relates to safety, health, and environment. Okay. Alright, so next is we learn about environmental issues. So a variety of environmental problems now affect our entire world. As globalization continues and the Earth's natural resources transform local problem into international issue, few society are being left untouched by major environmental problems. Okay, so because now we are embracing the globalization. Okay, we embrace the globalization. Okay, we are not excluded from globalization. So the environmental issues also, instead of becoming local issue, now is already becoming global issue. Okay, so everyone is concerned about environmental issues. Okay, some of the largest problem now affecting the world are acid rain, air pollution, global warming, hazardous waste, ozone depletion, smoke, water pollution, overpopulation, and rainforest destruction. Okay, so these are some of the problem that affecting our world. Okay, all right. So this image show you what kind of environmental problem that happen in our world today. So the first one is pollution. Okay, so pollution is the main issue. Okay, especially on the international level. Okay, and then deforestation. Okay, all right, the cutting of wood in the jungle. Okay. Okay, because the population of the world is increasing year by year. If we are not controlling the deforestation process around the world, okay, there is a chance that we will lose our jungle, okay, our source of water. Okay, so we can lose our jungle. So we have to address this issue. So this is another another major problem. Okay, another major environmental problem that happen globally. Okay, and then desertification. So because of the deforestation problem, okay, desertification problem arise. Okay, because now we have less forest to capture water in our atmosphere. Okay, so what happen is the water, okay, the water content in our soil will decrease. Okay, and then as time goes by, it will change from a large tropical forest to become a desert. Okay, so this is another major problem that happening worldwide. Okay, and then extinction of animal. So this one also is a major concern nowadays. Okay, so many animals are being hunted. Okay, especially the wild animals. Okay, so many of my animal, their population is very low. Okay, so their population is almost become extinct. Okay, right. So this is also another problem in the around the world. Okay, and then lastly is habitat loss. Okay, so habitat loss happen because of deforestation. So when we do the deforestation, either because we need the wood for lumber, or for fuel, or we do the deforestation because of the because of what is it wait because of the wait let me wait let me check the words. What is the word development. Okay, so we either we do the deforestation because of the development. Okay, because we want to expand our city, expand our living space, etc. Okay, it will cause the animal to lose their habitat. Okay, it will cause the animal to lose their habitat. So this is some of the problem that happen in our world. Okay, accumulation. Okay, so accumulation of harmful substance on the ground, water, and air cause pollution. Okay, so pollution is accumulation of harmful substance either in our ground, water, or air. This is what we call as pollution. Okay, and then deforestation, disappearance of forests, cutting down of tree, pollution and fire cause desertification. Okay, sorry, this is desertification process. Okay, desertification happen because of the forest disappearance. Okay, because we cut the forest. Okay, because of the development and because of the material. Okay, so cutting down the trees, pollution also. Okay, provide a reason why desertification happened, and then fire, forest fire. Okay, so these are the reason why desertification can happen. Okay, and then transformation of some landscape into desert area when the soil become dry and poor is called desertification. Okay, so desertification means that the transformation of the environment because the soil become dry and poor. Okay, poor means that the soil is not suitable for farming anymore. Okay, so this is what we call as desertification. So this is the desertification process, a process where the environment change. Okay, because the soil become dry and poor. Okay, so means that the tree cannot grow anymore in the environment. Okay, habitat loss occur when natural area are destroyed to make room for housing or industry. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, and then excessive development, hunting, fire, and other action cause extinction of animal. Okay, many environmental problems are caused by human action. That is why we are responsible for finding solution to this problem. Okay, so most of the environmental problem that happen globally is because of human activities. So we are the reason why environmental what we are the main reason why environmental problem are happening. Okay, so we have to find a solution to solve this problem. So the first solution we can use is reduce pollution, reduce the amount of garbage we produce. Okay, so we can reduce the pollution by reducing the amount of garbage we produce. Okay, so nowadays we are producing more than so we are producing millions of tons. Okay, millions of tons of garbage around the world. Okay, so around the world we produce millions of tons of garbage every day. Okay, we create a waste. Okay, so this waste, okay, what we do, we will send it to the landfill. Okay, so what happened in the landfill? The landfill will become very toxic. Okay, so there are lots of gases there, so let a lot of bad bad smell. Okay, so it will not be okay when we dump our waste to the landfill. Okay, it will become uninhabitable. The area will become uninhabitable. Okay, all right. And then the second action we can do is avoid cutting down tree. We can plant trees in agriculture area or substitute wood for other material. Okay, and then outlaw the hunting of animal if animal are in danger or extinct. Okay, so this is already done. Okay, so we have a law to ban any endangered animal from being hunted. Okay, and then protect specific natural area. They are important because of their natural resources. Hunting and cutting tree must be forbidden. Okay, all right. So that is the end of chapter 6.